Hello and welcome, traders. My name is Brian McAfee, and this is my first video post actually, on the website. So I'm going to go ahead and give a brief introduction. I'm 40, been trading full time for about two and a half years. I trade binary options, I scalp Forex, and I also do news trades. Today what we're going to be looking at is some of the tools I use outside of MT4 or whatever platform you use, be it Thinkorswim or freestockcharts.com. It's some of the tools you can use outside of that to help you to make educated decisions while you're trading. The website I'm looking at today is forexticket.co.uk. I'm going to put a link to the website in the description of the video. The first thing you do is when you come over to the website, you want to head over up at the top to the Tools/Charts tab. And once you get there, the first thing we're going to be looking at is chart correlation. What that basically means, or simply put, it means we're looking at charts that are either moving together similarly, I can't say that word, or they're moving opposite. So either the chart is, for instance, USD gold, they tend to move together. If price goes up on the euro, price will also go up on gold. Alternatively, euro, USD, CHF, they move opposite of each other. If price goes up on the euro, on the USD, CHF, it tends to drop. How would you use this? So you're in a trade for euro, you think price is going to go up, but you're not quite sure. What can you do? You jump to you jump from your euro chart to USD, CHF. If you think price is going to go up on euro, then USD CHF, it should indicate that price is going to drop there. Still not sure, you can jump over to gold, and if price looks like it's going to go up there, it'll help you make a decision on the trades you're going to take. Let's take a look at those charts here real time, and then we will get to how I picked those. Okay, so here, this is the euro chart. You can see it's moving down. Let's jump to USD CHF, and as you can see, it's moving upwards. Give us a good idea that if you think euro is going to go up, then you should think that USD CHF is going to go down. Alternately, you can do euro again. It's moving down. If we go over to gold, let me get that a little bigger and zoom in so we can see it. Now, it's not exact, and I'll show you how you can tell how closely they are following each other. But if we look at euro, moving down, gold also moving down. And just by instance, both of them are working on a green candle at the moment. So how do we know how closely that they are following each other or moving opposite of each other? If you go over to the website, once you go to the tools and charts, in the trading section, we go to Forex correlation. Once that comes up, you're going to get, the first thing is any of the pairs you trade, you can select here, and it'll add them to the chart below. It'll give you a 5-hour, a 5-minute, an hourly correlation, and a daily correlation. So what do the numbers on the chart mean? Let's take a look at the ones that I showed an example of. Euro USD, Euro USD. It's green 100%, obviously, because it's the same chart. But if we go down, we have USD CHF. It is red, and it's negative 98.3. The higher the number, and since it's red, it's moving opposite, but it is almost mirroring euro. So it would make a very good tool to decide that if you thought euro was going to go up, jump to USD CHF, it should look like it's going down because they are almost exactly mirroring each other. On the other hand, we have gold. It's green 86.2. So that means that the two charts are moving together, but they're not moving together as much. So it's just basically a percentage of how closely the charts are moving together. Again, it's a great tool to help you decide on some of your more difficult trades. Chart correlation is one of my favorite tools, especially on more difficult trades, because you can just flip over to another chart and say, hey, look, it's going down, my other one's going up. It'll help me out on some of my more difficult trades. One of the other tools I use, and we'll get to that real quick. We go back out to the tools and charts. Now, if we look under pivot points, we have Forex pivot points. Personally, I use Fibonacci pivot points, but I do like to draw the Forex pivot points on there. A pivot point is just basically a good support and resist reason that you can place on your chart. really it's your own preference on what type of trading style you have. Like my trading style is round numbers and pivot points, and I try and buy when they are overbought or oversold, and I trade reversals only. But depending on your trading style, if you like to follow the trend, it could show you a good support or resist. It's going to stop the price from moving in that direction also. So the first thing you need to do is pick out the time zone for your broker, not for you, but for your broker. So for instance, if you have Owanda, it's -5 East Coast. Once you do that, hit send. It's going to update all these levels to your broker. So what do we do with these levels? Right now it's just a bunch of numbers, no fun. Let's start off with pivot. Pivot is 1.3333. You come to your chart, make sure you're on the Euro chart, come up and horizontal line tool. Just draw a line onto the chart. Once the line's on there, you'll double click it, go to then right click it, go to horizontal line properties, and we'd type in 1.3333 and add a 0 since it's a 5-digit broker. What's that give us? Puts a line up here. That's our pivot. Okay, pretty simple. Let's go back and draw a couple more. We can see what it looks like. So our next one, let's go with prices below it right now. So let's draw a couple support lines. 3278 would be our support 1. Again, 3278. Double click it, right click it, horizontal properties. 32780 for the 5-digit. Click OK. And there we go, support 1. Let's try one more so we can get a little better picture of how they work. Support 2, 3251. So we come back over here and just do it again. Horizontal line, place it wherever on the chart. Double click it, right click, and we want to do 32510. And we'll do the last one. And our last one is 3196. So once again, horizontal line, throw it on there anywhere. Double click it. Properties, and it was, what was it? 3196. 31960. Okay, so there we go. Pretty simple. That one doesn't look right. 3196. Nope, that's correct. Okay, so if we take a look at the chart, what do these do for us? If you can see, they act as a pretty good resist here. They also act as a pretty good support here. And again, we're getting a resist here. So they can help you make educated decisions on a trade. It's pretty simple. If you have any questions on it, again, just hit me up through the forums. I'll be glad to answer any questions or help you out with it. Pretty simple. Is what I use this for is every morning I like to do a pre-trade checklist. Basically, I look at the charts, see which ones are moving in a way that matches my trading style, and if they aren't, I don't trade them until they do start moving the way I want them to. But this gives me an excuse to sit there and look at each chart by placing the pivot points on there. Going back out, let's go back to tools and charts. Again, these are Forex pivot points. If you use Fibonacci pivot points, they have them available to you. It really just depends on your own flavor of trading. They didn't load up. Give me a second. Let's see if they'll load up. Send. There we go. Same thing with Fibonacci pivot points. It really just depends on what you want. Make sure to use your broker's, again, your broker's time zone, not yours, so that everything lines up. And if you have any questions on this, just let me know. It's a good website. As you can see, it has a lot of other tools on here that are available to you, such as Forex volatility, so you can take a look at the volatility of a pair. Like here's the USD, the volatility over the last hour, weekly, just some other simple things. But overall, I stick to the chart correlation to help me out with some decisions, and the pivot points to help you out getting some good support and resist levels on your chart. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day.